Hi, I'm Jennifer Jessup, independent consultant for Thrive Life. This is my husband, Brandon, and we've been doing this over 4 years now, and we love it. So we just want to give you a little background about our company. Our company name is Thrive Life, formerly Shelf Reliance. So if you've heard of Shelf Reliance, it's the same company. We just changed our name to better incorporate everything that we do. So we started with the shelves, as you can see some of the ones behind here. They rotate your cans, they use your first in, first out technology, but then we started carrying our food line that we call Thrive Foods, and now we also carry camping gear and emergency products. So we have so many themes, and our company's main goal is to help you realize your thriving life now. So that's why we changed the name. And I have loved being involved with this company. The founders are amazing, and they really care. They care about their customers, they care about the consultants, they care about their products, and they also care about their charity. So on your order forms, or when you call with an order, if you would like to round up your order to the nearest dollar, like in the olden days when you used to have change in your car to give to people, you could do that same thing here. If that's something you choose to do, you would just mark that here, and that's totally up to you. If you wanted to do more, there's also that available there. But they just help people in third world countries be able to become self-reliant. So I love our charity. Okay, so why I thrive, and maybe this is something that will relate to you guys, maybe not, but you can have your reasons too. It really fits for everyone. So anyone relate to this picture, especially when thinking about having to go grocery shopping with children? That's me. I feel so frazzled, and you see all these notes from me. That's this James shopping list because I couldn't remember where I put it, kind of a thing. Like that's how crazy it gets. And this is a good day. I was dressed, but you know, when kids are hungry, it's dinner time, hubby's coming home from work, homework, all that stuff, it can be a stressful time of day. So this is why I thrive, because now it saves me time and money, and we eat healthier, and I can feel like Betty Crocker at home. I can make gourmet meals in 15 minutes or less, so I can keep calm and thrive. So that's something that's really nice. So we're going to show you actually some of the benefits with time savings and the money savings that you'll see with our cooking demonstration. So Brandon is actually going to be making our one-pot chicken and rice recipe. So he's going to start that, and you can kind of watch how he does that. And I will be making chicken salad. So you'll see that in less than 20 minutes we'll have 2 meals made. Super quick and easy. And those of you here get to taste it. And those of you at home, hopefully we will do some samples. If not, you can order them and get them yourself. So let's turn on the oven. So for our chicken salad, it just requires 1.5 cups of chicken. And this is our chopped chicken, so it's smaller pieces, all like thawing, browning, everything has been done for you. How about that for getting the chicken ready? Is that pretty awesome? Does your chicken get ready that fast at home? No? Okay, well it can. Now you will see and you'll be able to try it. So there's 1.5 cups of chicken. Then we do 1/2 cup of celery. How long does it take you to wash and chop your celery?
If you have it to start with.
If you have it at home and didn't have to run to the store for it.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay, so prep time takes a while, right? And let's see if you could just scoop and dump your onions. So these are like my favorite. I hated onions before, I wouldn't use them. So now there's the onions, and then you can just stick the lid right back on so you don't have to smell it. If you don't like the smell, if you do like the smell, stick your nose in there, have at it. So there's your onions and celery that you need for your beans. And then for this recipe, you can boil it and simmer it like you do macaroni and cheese if you want, or you can just add a cup of water and let it reconstitute for 10 minutes. And then after that, you add your mayo and salt and pepper. You're done. So there's the chicken salad. Anyone made chicken salad that quickly before? So we'll just let that sit for 10 minutes. Do you want to start the timer so I don't forget? And do you have the stir technique of forage? So that is what I love about the cooking. So there was one meal. That's pretty easy. You know, our kids can do it. That's something that I love. We have a 7, 5, 3, and 1-year-old, and all our older boys, so even our 3-year-old, can cook. So we love that. So while he's cleaning out their order, so I'm just going to kind of shake this so that they all get wet and moist. But that's how easy it is to reconstitute items. In 5 to 10 minutes, your chicken, meats, veggies can be reconstituted. So that is the chicken salad. So if that's something you're interested in, free and half off is even awesomer than deals, right? So everyone can host a show, and our host benefits are amazing. And so we like to thank our hosts, so you will want to thank whoever invited you to watch this video today, and we will thank them with free and half off products. So this is a picture of one of our shows that we did. These are 2 of our kids, and these were the products we got for free and half off. So it's going to be amazing. So if that's something you want to do, on your order form, there is a box here that says, yes, I'd like more information. So if you'd like more information, it doesn't mean you have to do it, but if you'd like to know, we'd be happy to share with you. And if you do want to do it, we'll get you those free and half off products. Okay, so we started talking about the time savings. How about going to the grocery store? How long does that take you on average to go grocery shopping?
An hour to at least a week.
An hour at least. That's about the average we've heard. It shows hour, hour and a half. Every time you go, there's always things to do. With kids, it can be even longer and more stressful. So if you go without them, it's nice. But we have a program available where you can do online grocery shopping. So you can choose your things online and then it ships to your door. Wouldn't that save you a lot of time? And a lot of the heartache. We have a video online that you can see that talks about the convenience, and it shows the mom getting her kids ready. So you have to pack snacks to go to the store because it takes an hour and they get hungry, and you have to have the diaper bag or whatever else. And so you can really save a lot doing this. Yeah, so we use the freeze-dried garlic. We don't have it through Thrive yet, but once we do, it will be awesome. But we love freeze-dried products, so we get this at the Lighthouse brand for now. So we just saute the garlic. Yeah, super easy. And then we talked about the meat a little bit, but thawing and cooking meat. How long does it take you to do that with your meat?
A while. I think that's the worst part of cooking meat.
At least 20 minutes. Close to 45 if you're having to thaw and do all the chopping and all that, right? So we can have a meal done in less than that with the meat or with this product. Isn't that nice? So that'll save you time. And then we talked about the prep work. When we put in the olives, excuse me, the onions and the celery, the chicken, it was already chopped, washed, prepped. So the prep time, now you can just scoop and dump. The other thing I love about our meats is there's no more dealing with bloody mess or grease and extra dirty hands. I love that. So it saves time on the dishes too, which is amazing. So now our most used product or tool in our kitchen are measuring cups. And so our kids are learning fractions too. That's another benefit we never thought of before. So yeah, so that's our saving time. So he's showing you the sauces and other things. We've got broccoli and mushrooms going into this other recipe that you'll see. It doesn't take that long. So how about saving money? Everyone interested in saving money? I know that's something big for our family. When you have kids, anywhere you can save is important because kids cost money more so than you ever imagined. So does it cost you money to get your gas to get to the store? So if you're cutting out a few of those trips, that could be helpful saving money, right? How about the impulse buys when you go to the store? Is there anyone that goes to the store for just those 1 or 2 items for the recipe you need that night and come home with just those 1 or 2 items? No, the other things help my heart. For me, those Oreos, they just jump in. I don't know, they have legs, they just get in there. But there's so many things, like even things that are needful, but oh, I'm here, I might as well grab this. So, something that could have been $10 turns to at least $50 really quickly. So that's another way you can save is by doing the online ordering. You're having the stuff come to your home, and you're not having those impulse buys, which is really nice. The other way you can save money with ours is with stores products, you have the short shelf life. So even doing case box sales or things like that, the canned food, the longest they have usually is 3 years on their shelf life. With our freeze-dried products, so anything on your list in your binder that looks like, but this one, anything that has the asterisk is freeze-dried. On our website, anything that has the FD after it is freeze-dried. Or on the individual cans, when they have these banners, the gold banner that's freeze-dried. Any of those products are good 25 years unopened. And then the best part is they're good at least a year even after being opened. So we can buy fresh pineapple and have it good for a year. Yeah, right? So it's so nice. So things like the celery that would go bad. For us, sour cream, we would buy it and before we got it all used, it would be moldy. And so we'd have to throw it out. So now we can just mix up the amount of sour cream that we want and we don't have the waste anymore. The other nice thing that you can do is things that send you to the grocery store more often. Like for our family, milk and eggs are big staples that we go to the store for really frequently. And with Thrive, we can have them at home for the times we run out to save us from having to make that extra trip to the store. The other thing is like freezer meals. We buy those because we want to be quick and easy, right? So what happens when they fall back behind and we forget? have freezer burn. So products get freezer burn, so not only the moldy, fresh stuff, but the freezer burn or the cans, the dates fly by really quickly. So with these products, the dates, they last so much longer, even after being open, than the fresh. And so that can save you money. And so with putting these on our monthly shipment program called the Cube, you can have those coming into your home. You can be building up your own home grocery store without spending any extra money, and things last longer and can save you the time and money there. So isn't that amazing? Okay, so the next best part is, this all sounds great, right? But we all sometimes when we forget dinner, forget to get the meat out, what do you end up doing for dinner?
Something
Freezer meal or quick, cold cereal or fast food, right?
Yeah.
And we all know that fast food's so great and healthy for us, right? It's the healthiest thing. No. So we are getting yucky food and paying more for it. Well, not necessarily yucky. It might taste great, but it's not the healthiest for us. So for those healthy meals at home, it can be so quick and easy. And with freeze drying our product, this is something that was really eye-opening to me. I didn't know. I didn't get into it for the health benefits. My son just wanted, he was starving to death. So this is food he would eat. So we found out he'd eat it, and come to find out, none of our foods have additives or preservatives. And that's what his body can't handle, any additives or preservatives. So he's able to eat all these foods. Our food's also MSG-free, non-GMO, which is so great. And these are things you have to go to like a special health food store, an extra further trip. They're usually a little bit more pricey. So we also have certified gluten-free products. So for people who have intolerance to gluten, we have over 100 products, which is really nice because they have to go searching for those a lot. We have some organic options, and it's like farm fresh. And by farm fresh, with the technology that they use for freeze drying, they use negative temperatures. And so on this yellow flyer that's in your binder, it tells you, we pick it when it's fully ripened. Whereas at the grocery store, you've seen green bananas before. They pick them early, right? Because we don't even grow them in our country. They have to be imported. So they pick them early, they get transported, then they go through the boat, cold storage, who knows how long they're there sometimes, and then they're artificially ripened. And they do use chemicals for that, for some products. With ours, they're flash frozen within a few hours after being picked, and then they're freeze dried, which is a chemical-free process. It just uses the negative temperatures. And only thing that comes out is the moisture. All the antioxidants, nutrients, everything stay in the product. So you get that same farm fresh taste and benefits now or later, which is so amazing. So I'm so happy that I can feed that to my family and that I don't have to spend extra money for it. So that's something that's super nice. On the back of this card too, it talks about different products like green beans, the vitamin C. The freeze-dried stuff has 52% more vitamin C. Spinach has 6% more vitamin A because the store stuff gets picked early. It's having to eat its nutrition in order to keep itself alive. So that is something that's really, really nice. Is that pretty exciting? Yeah, I get excited. I used to hear healthy and I think rabbit food, but now I can eat this and I'm like, no, it's really good. So you can eat healthy without having to substitute quality and taste and flavor. So I like that. So this is a picture of my home groceries. This is my kitchen. Obviously behind me is the Thrive kitchen. So this isn't mine, but mine has cans like this in it. So these are all my open cans. This is my groceries. This is what we cook with on a daily basis. Snacks, it's super easy. My kids can come open the fruits or the veggies anytime they want. And I've been surprised. My kids ask for spinach in our meals and sausage. That's like their favorite mac and cheese, is spinach mac and cheese, the sausage. And then the corn. You guys tasted the corn in your sample cups? It's amazing. The kids will just snack on that all the time. And I never would have had that ever before. So anyone here have over 20 fresh veggies available on hand all the time?
No.
No? I didn't used to, and now I do, so it's amazing. I don't know, we left one of the cans out so you can see it's 2B plus 2 high, so there's quite a few. And then we've got our grains and our fruits, like everything that we use is all on hand all the time. Our meats are right here, so no more having to get it out of the freezer and the thawing like we talked about. It's super easy. So then, we kind of talked about having your home store or your in-home grocery store. This is my home store. We have 3 of these shelves. I've been trying to talk Bronwyn into getting a few more so that the things under our stairs can come out too. But it's super nice. You can see what we have on hand. And so instead of having to run to the store for those few ingredients for the recipe for the night or for the week, we can go down to our home store and get them there. Can you think of any other benefits besides saving your trips to the grocery store of having a home store? Or why you would want one? Bronwyn? What's the benefit of having a home store?
Because we're able to store what we eat and eat what we store. And we have to run the store, and you just said that. There is our chicken salad timer.
Okay.
So, and this is pretty much done as well. So we're able to make 2 meals in 10 minutes.
pretty awesome, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
So we'll let you guys taste that. We'll get those out to you, and you guys at home can make yours. If you didn't already start it, you can make those recipes and try them yourself. Some other things for having things on hand is the peace of mind. I never thought about that before, but that's something our company tells you, is you can have the peace of mind that you have what you need. Being self-reliant and not having to rely on people. Anyone ever, it's not a bad thing to borrow things from your neighbor because it gets you to talk to your neighbor, but it's kind of nice not to have to be that neighbor that's always asking. So we've loved it. We have neighbors asking us all the time, but we don't have to go ask our neighbors. Or, you know, if there were a time of hardship, if somebody got injured or you had layoffs at work that were unexpected, things like that, just having those things just in case. Our mother-in-law has said, Ebola, you know, what if we all get stuck in our houses and in quarantine and can't go out? Do you have enough food to be able to be there for a while, and food that you'd like to eat? Those are just many, many options. There's so many more. So whatever it is for you that you would like to have a home store, there's so many benefits. But the simplest one is just having what you need on hand and saving you time and money and not having to run to the store. So I love that. Okay, so on this sheet in your binder, this is a list of all the foods that we carry. So if there's anything that you would like to have in your home store on hand anytime, feel free to highlight that. And then, that's awesome. Theirs looks almost like mine. Oh, cool. And so then if you want to go through and highlight maybe 5 to 10 or circle with your pen, 5 to 10 things that you want like right now, that'll kind of help you get an idea of maybe what you want to start with. So now we've talked about all the awesome reasons why you want to thrive and how amazing it is, how great it tastes, things like that. We'll talk about the ways that you can get it. And a good way to get it is you can become a customer. And so you get discounted pricing. You also save time and money like we talked about. There's no additives or preservatives. It's non-GMO food, many gluten-free choices, and it's got a long-term shelf life. And so how you would go about that is on your order form, you want to make sure that you have your name, your phone number, and your email filled out. So those of you that are going to be calling in the orders, we'll just need your name, phone number, and email. And then you just fill out the items you want here, and we will help you fill out your total for those one-time orders. A better way to get our product is to join the queue. And so the queue on the order form is right here. So we have our Smart Start options, which we'll talk about here in just a second, and then we have a customize your queue. So if you don't want these two options, you want to pick your own from the very beginning, you would customize your queue. And all you have to do with that is decide on the budget that you want to spend. So our Smart Start Taste to Thrive is a $100 budget. The Chef Selection is a $200 budget, and the Customize is you set your own. And anyone that has a subtotal of $100 or more the first 3 months gets our Q Club membership for free, which is amazing. So you'll want to make sure to fill out that information for what you're wanting there. And then we kind of talked about the Q a lot throughout this presentation, but didn't exactly explain how that works. My favorite part is you don't have to come up with any extra money. We don't really like you to. You can if you want, yes, we totally will. But we prefer that you use your current grocery budget. So everyone already buys groceries. So like we talked about, the things that would go bad in your fridge or things that send you to the store more frequently, if you get those things in your home, you can save time and money that way. And so if you just take a portion of your grocery budget, put it towards this every month, you still can use the rest of your budget towards your other foods that you would need at the grocery store. And that way you're building up your home store, and then you'll be able to have all those things on hand after a little while. If you want to beef up your home store faster, the higher your budget, obviously, the quicker you can do that. But it's totally up to you what you set that budget at. So that is how the queue works. Does that make sense? Okay, and we'll show you how you can do that online. But it's basically you have your own online account, and you get to pick what comes, and they ship it right to your door. So you choose the sizes. So we have our number 10 can, which is the typical kind of storage can. But then we also have what's called a pantry can, and that's about a third the size. And so if you're wanting to start with just trying things out, that way you're not opening a huge can and being stuck with it, something that you don't think that after you try it, you're like, yeah, I don't prefer to use that, I have a different way I like to do things. You can do it with a smaller can and try it out first. And we also have pouches, and then our seasonings come in our seasoning size can. So those are our sizes. We also have a few things in buckets, so if it's something you use a ton of, like for us, we like to have the milk on hand, because that's something we go through a lot. You can get those in the 6-gallon fill with buckets. And then the best way to get the product is to sign up as a consultant and get your own home store starter kit. And our starter kits are amazing. When I started, we only had a few pouches of things, and now you get cookbooks, catalogs, brochures, plus tons of great food. So we got a few pouches when I started, and now they come stocked with pantry cans, tons of stuff. So if you look at this sheet, this tells you what comes in those. So this middle one, the value kit, It's only $289, and it has $430 worth of Q Club price food in there, so you have that available. And the great thing with that is you don't have to be a consultant like me sharing the product all the time doing parties. There's no sales quotas, but you can get discounts on your own purchases for your own home. So you can be a consultant at home, or you could be a part-time, so if you wanted to share sometimes, use things occasionally, you can. Or if you wanted to do it as a career, that is something that lots of us are doing as well, and it is a great business. Everyone eats, I love it, and I love sharing it because it has really truly saved me so much time and money. So this is just a bigger visual of how you can just reallocate is what we say, but basically just reuse your grocery budget funds to be able to get this product without spending any extra. And after a while, you actually start to see the savings because like we said, you won't be throwing things away or running to the stores often and things that way. All right, so the Q, we talked about those. The last thing I want to tell you about on the Q is if you're like, oh my gosh, I want it all, and I don't know where to start. The Smart Starts are a great way to go. They've got the first 3 months set up for you. So on the $100 budget, if you look on the back side, it tells you what comes in those the first 3 months. And it also comes with our Thrive Guide, which Robin was using to cook with. So it has ways to reconstitute every single product. And then it also has recipes, and then our favorite part has the equivalent chart. So you can still use your favorite recipes at home, still cook just everything you normally did, but just use this food that's going to be faster and easier. And it tells you how many scoops you would need rather than having to do the work to measure it out. So you just scoop it out and add the water. So that comes in there. It also tells you how you can make chicken salad, because you can make chicken salad for this month. So that's on a $100 budget. So you can look over that sheet and let us know if you have any questions. The chef selection is my favorite. It's a $200 budget, and it comes with this cookbook, and it is amazing. It comes with all the things you need to make the recipes for month 1, month 2, month 3, and then in the back it also comes with a shopping list. So anything that's not fried that you need, like cooking oils or anything that way, it's already listed, so you don't come to that problem of getting to the recipe and like, oh, I'm missing that ingredient. So you can get everything you need for the whole month in one shopping trip. And I bought this recipe book, and I already had all the products except for a couple that just had launched. So I bought the whole kit, the $200 kit, just for the cookbook. And so I went and bought all 3 months worth of stuff that I needed, and it was only $75 more. So we figured we got maybe $25 extra a month for things you might need, but you guys might already have what you need at home, so you can kind of figure that out. But the recipes in here are to die for. They're so good. So that is another option. And then again, like we said, the last option is you just go online and choose your own things from the very get-go. So you can choose the size you want, what kind you want. If you want fruits, all fruits, you can get all fruits. If you want all yogurt bites, you can do that. And then if you order by the case, it's another 5% savings. So that's where you fill out your Q information. And then once you've got your queue set up, the only other thing as a consultant is to get your kit. So we would just have you fill out your consulting application. And this is not, it wasn't what I envisioned as a dream job. I actually was like loathing the idea of selling anything. But my son was starving, so we got him that way. But since I've been in, I've been doing it over 4 years now, and I just love it. We fall in love with new things over and over. We find new ways to save time and money, and we get to help other people do that. So that's something that we love to do. So that's something you can do too. We'd love to have you on our team, especially if you're out of area. We would love to help building in other areas because this is something that people need everywhere. So thank you for spending your time, and let us know what questions you have.